Welcome back. Sports news now. Commonwealth gold medalist Oduayo Adekuroye earlier today helped her team Mumbai Garuda beat Haryana Hammers 7-2 to clinch the inaugural Indian Pro Wrestling League title. In her final 8, Adekuroye edged out Tatiana Kitt 9-0 in a one-sided contest in the women's 53 kilograms. A 21-year-old Nigerian did not give any chance to Tatiana as she dominated the proceedings throughout the match to remain unbeaten throughout the competition. Her teammate Odikaze Elizabeth sealed the title for Mumbai with a stunning 6-4 win over Andritesi Valerie in the men's 97-kilogram category. Home-based Super Eagles players are back in training after a 3-day Christmas break to continue preparations for the African Nations Championship in Rwanda. The Super Eagles Team B, who've been training since December 14th, will depart for South Africa on January 3rd for the last leg of the preparations. A team will take on the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire on January 9th in Pretoria and another friendly against Angola on the 11th. Nigeria will play their first game on January 18th against the Mina of Niger at the Stade Regional near Nyamirambo. Still in the mood of the season and promoting oneness, Channels Television's football team played a novelty match with Rainbow FM. It was the radio station that scored the first goal, following a goalkeeping error by Channels Television's goalkeeper, but moments later, your award-winning station equalized from the penalty spot. That's the team there you're seeing all ready and revved up to go on the field. In the second half, though, Rainbow FM scored another goal before Channels Television's Charles Imuze connected to a loose ball to make it 2-2. At the closing minutes of the game, Channels Television's captain Austin Okonapan produced a superb free kick which struck the goal post, and Victor Matthias capitalized on the rebound to make it 3-2. My, we won. Now, Enyimba of Aba coach Kadri Kana will not be in charge of Nigerian champions when the 2015-2016 Nigeria Professional Football League kicks off next year. A club media officer says a contract of Ikana as Enyimba coach has expired and will not be extended, despite guiding them to a 7th league crown in November. The two-time league champions will face Ugandan champions Vipers FC in a preliminary round of the Champions League in February. There are indications Super Eagles assistant Salisu Yusuf has been in talks with top Enyimba officials to return to the club. FIFA presidential hopefuls Prince Ali bin Hussein and Gianni Infantino say reforms are needed for the organization to emerge from the worst crisis in history. Jordan's Prince Ali says he's determined to implement changes in World Soccer governing body should he be chosen as president, while his rival, UEFA General Secretary Infantino, believes only strong leadership could bring about the necessary reforms at the organization.
FIFA should be about. I've been traveling a lot and visiting national associations around the world. And they are very concerned about the reputation of the organization. For me, it's just reinforced my commitment to make sure that we get FIFA in the right place and that we come back to the sport of football itself. And that's my incentive, and every day it gets stronger and stronger.
I think what we need now is indeed a strong leadership, is to implement the reforms immediately, and I think this experience is certainly there, and I'm looking very much forward to be able to show it in the next couple of months, and then.
Away from sports news, Iraqi forces claim they have retaken a former government complex in Ramadi from the Islamic State militants. In recent days, troops have been making their way through booby-trapped streets and buildings to get to the city centre. The troops eventually took over the compound following sniper fire and aerial surveillance detected no human activity. They said the complex is now under complete control of the army. Concern, however, remains for the plight of hundreds of families trapped on the front line of the battle against the Islamic State. As many as 11 people are now known to have been killed as tornadoes rage through the United States state of Texas. Reports say churches were destroyed, cars mangled and trees toppled across a 64-kilometer zone from south of Dallas to suburbs in the northeast. The Garland police chief said this morning the 600 buildings had been damaged. Right now, they say all streets and highway lights have been knocked out, leaving officers working in the dark overnight. The deaths in Dallas bring to 29 the number of people killed across the country hit by severe weather. While extreme weather in the U.S. around Christmas is not unknown, meteorologists say that unseasonable high temperatures in some areas contributed to the severity of the storms. Heavy rainfall has inundated towns and cities in the UK, especially in northern England, where people have been forced out of their homes. Prime Minister David Cameron has promised military assistance to work as emergency responders.
The UK will deploy more military personnel to respond to massive flooding across the country's north. The decision to deploy the military personnel was reached during an emergency conference called by Prime Minister David Cameron's cabinet.
As some areas of the country move from the emergency into the recovery phase, we'll also make sure that the help that we gave to Cumbria will be available to other parts of the country. But we will do everything we can to help people in this their hour of need, but in responding to what is unprecedented levels of rainfall and river levels that have caused this flooding. And in some parts, particularly in York, there's still vital work to be done.
Flooded streets, swamp towns in Yorkshire over the Christmas holiday, with aerial views showing a slow trudge of traffic and pedestrians through the few dry spots in the worst-hit areas. More than 300 flood alerts and warnings had been issued across England and Wales as of late Saturday.
We've been deployed into Yorkshire overnight. We've got about 200 soldiers now committed to supporting what is a massive operation by the police, the Environment Agency, and all of those involved in responding to what is, as you can see, a really unprecedented weather event.
The British Army was deployed to build defences in northern England on Friday.
And the main news again. The federal government has dismissed fears of increasing taxes for companies next year. The Minister of Budget and National Planning explained that more of the 2016 budgets will be funded through non-oil revenue. Minister of State for Aviation has ordered the immediate investigation into the grounding of a Turkish airline plane by aggrieved passengers in Abuja. The minister also ordered the suspension of the FAN head of security. 500 soldiers have been deployed to deal with unprecedented floods in the UK. Counties of Yorkshire and Lancashire are in the plan. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.